Have you ever noticed that when you try to get healthier and you start changing your diet, you start to feel a bit sick? It's one of those weird things that happens in life, and so many people don't realize why it's happening, and they don't give themselves the permission to continue with what they're doing to get to the other side of it, to make themselves feel better. They just end up thinking, every time I try to get healthy, I just get sick. And of course, what happens when we're sick? We crave all those things that are probably not the healthiest options for us, because we want to feel better. We want to make ourselves feel good, and usually that involves comfort food, things that our mums used to give us, things that we know we shouldn't eat but we're just craving. So yeah, why is this happening? Why every time you try to change your diet, try to level yourself up to feel healthier and feel fresher and fitter and more energized, why do you end up with headaches, with a cough, with flu-like symptoms, brain fog, mood swings? Why is it happening? Well, I'm going to tell you today, and we're going to go through how you can overcome this and what to expect when you're trying to make dietary changes, and how to make them that you don't have to deal with this rigmarole, this huge overwhelm of symptoms that are making you quit those healthy habits before they've had time to take effect. My name's Cass, and I am a wellness coach, yoga teacher and nutritional therapist. This channel is all about making you feel happier, healthier, in an easy, bite-sized way that you can implement it today. So you've probably already tried to make changes to your diet and swapping out these key nasties for the beneficial foods. Yet, has anyone told you what to expect when you do this? Does everyone just all of a sudden think that, hey, I'm gonna swap it and I'm gonna feel great? And of course, when that doesn't happen, people think that that just isn't working for them, or they get these negative health symptoms of flu-like symptoms, tiredness, fatigue, mood swings, and they think, what am I bothering for? Like, I've gone for this healthy food and I've just got sick. So let's dive into why this is happening and help you to understand it better, so you can make better decisions and make a long-term change rather than short-term changes. Okay, let's cut to the chase. So why does making healthy swaps sometimes make us feel sick with these fatigue, mood swings, cravings, tiredness, flu-like symptoms? The basis of this problem is the microbiome, which is a whole bunch of bacteria that lives in your gut. Now, when you change what you're feeding that bacteria, it doesn't like it. So you can think of it this way. There's a whole colony of bacteria there, and some of them eat sugar, some of them eat fiber, some of them eat fat. But the more that you feed them of one specific thing, the more that colony grows. So let's say you're feeding them a lot of sugar. The sugar colony will be bigger than the fat colony or the fiber colony. So it's really abundant in your gut, and you're feeding it. So it's growing, having babies, it's taking over. So then imagine what happens when you starve it of that sugar. Let's just say you go, hey, do you know what? I'm quitting sugar. There's a range of reactions that happen in your body when you stop giving it that food source. Now, the big thing that's going to impact you is the fact that you are starving that bacteria of its food source. And as you do that, it starts to die off. Now, this bacteria, let me just be clear, is good for us, but it's better if it's balanced, and it's better if we have more fiber, protein, and just a balanced diet. If one of them is way bigger than the other, and then we start to reduce its food source, it's gonna die. And this is called a die-off symptoms, which is what you're experiencing. As these bacteria die, they release microtoxins into the system, which cause inflammation and other of these symptoms in your body. So you're getting brain fog, fatigue, headaches, and equally, as your body starts to get healthier, it starts to release mucus from the cells. It starts to lower in inflammation. And as your body starts to get healthier, it's kicking out all this mucus, which can cause you cough. It can give you headaches as it processes all of these toxins out of your body. So where you think you're getting sick, you are actually getting healthier. It just doesn't feel great at the time. Great, hey? I know. So key thing is not to give up. Usually these symptoms can last up to 7 days, up to 2 weeks. Some people process them a little quicker. It just depends what level of change you're making. So how can we minimize this? Well, look, firstly, if you can hack it, it's going to be about 7 days and you'll start to feel the symptoms ease off around day 3 or 4. But if you're not, capable to do that, maybe you need to look after the kids, you've got a big presentation coming up, you just can't afford to feel off your game. Why don't you just make incremental changes? Instead of cutting all your sugar from fruit and sweets and white breads, white flours, as in pasta and stuff like that, why don't you just do one thing at a time? So week 1, change your bread from white bread to wholemeal. Week 2, change your chocolate to fruit. Week 3, change your white rice to brown rice. And then week 4, reduce your consumption generally and increase your fibers in your vegetables, your whole foods like carrots, broccoli. Cruciferous vegetables are great for your body as well. But again, small inclinations, just don't go all hog full way because your body needs time to adapt. Your microbiome also needs time to adapt. So as you start to feed it these new foods, well, if you start giving it loads and loads of broccoli and high fiber that it isn't used to, you will end up bloated because you need time for your body to really start feeding off of this new food source to build that colony of microbiome up. That specific bacteria that feeds off of broccoli, well, if you give it a huge harvest of broccoli and there's only 3 members in the family to eat it, they're really going to struggle. If you start by giving it a little bit at a time, they can start to multiply, and as they multiply, you will find it easier to digest these new foods without these bloating, fullness, potential constipation or anything like that that might come with it. It will just be easier. So everything in moderation, as ever. Don't make it difficult for yourself. Just slowly, guys, and you will feel the benefits. Have patience and recognize that it's not necessarily sickness. It is your body clearing toxins. Of course, if you have other health symptoms and these negative health symptoms aren't going away, of course, if you have other symptoms or the symptoms are prolonged or increasing in severity, do make sure you go and see your local GP or speak to a professional. However, just consider that when you're taking these health changes, just take your time with it. Don't rush. Be kind to yourself and make slow, consistent changes part of your routine, not drastic ones that you can't stick to. So, what have we learned today? Okay, in the general scheme of things, we need to understand that our microbiome is a living thing and it is balanced by the food that we feed it, by our stress levels, and this is connected to our brain. So it will affect our mood, our energy, and it also affects our immunity. As we change our microbiome's diet, we change our immune system, and by increasing healthier foods in our diet, we boost our immune system, which will boost our antioxidant rating in our body, okay? The productivity to clear toxins from the body and allow us to feel better. Some of these toxins appear as mucus. Some of them, as they're clearing out, can cause inflammation, headaches, and brain fog. So we just need to give the body time to process these toxins, to clear them out by drinking plenty of water, by moving frequently, and by continuing to eat healthily. Most importantly, don't make too many drastic changes at once. Keep it simple, keep it small, keep it consistent. If you found today's video useful, please let me know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this with anyone who you think could benefit from it. Until next time, guys, stay happy, stay healthy.